Let's talk about one of the most exciting medical breakthroughs in decades, growing new human teeth. That's right. A Japan-led team is trialing TRG-035, a drug that lifts the brake on our built-in tooth growing program by blocking a protein called USAG-1. We'll break down how it works in plain language, who could benefit, safety, timelines, costs, and exactly what you should know to prepare. What's going on here, John? Growing teeth.
Yeah, this is cool. So let's start out with this could potentially make changes within 5 years. So the basic problem that we're talking about here is unlike bones, which they can actually heal and regrow themselves when broken. Teeth are actually the hardest material in the human body, but completely lack the ability to self-repair. So once you lose an adult tooth, that's it. Your only options have been artificial replacements like dentures, bridges, or implants. So the breakthrough here is that they discovered that humans actually have the biological blueprint for a third set of teeth hidden in our mouths. Dormant tooth buds that never develop because of a protein called USAG1. It acts like a biological off switch. So this protein, it blocks two crucial growth pathways, BMP and WNT signaling, which are essential for tooth formation. So the solution they came up with was a special monoclonal antibody that neutralizes the USAG1 protein. So when they use this biological key, it unlocks the dormant tooth buds. And so the body can naturally grow new, fully functional teeth with proper roots, enamel, and integration with surrounding tissues. And it's actually simple how it works. They inject intravenously the treatment, and it deactivates USAG1, which allows for the dormant growth development pathways to reactivate. So in animal studies with mice and ferrets, a single dose was enough to generate complete functional teeth, which is absolutely crazy. What are your thoughts on this, Craig? Do you think this is the end of dentists?
Well, I don't quite think it's the end of dentists, but we might be looking at the end of implants.
Yeah.
Because, you got a cavity, we want to potentially do the work. It doesn't fix the tooth. So you can just pull it out and trigger a regrowth of a tooth, though. So, you want to just fill in the cavity, but once you take it so far, you're like, screw it, pull it out. Let's pop in whatever that triggers this TRG-035 and trigger your teeth growth. If you can target it to a specific bud, awesome.
Yeah. So my question is, so in this article, they said a third set of teeth, right? What happens if you mess up the third set of teeth? Is there no fourth set then? Like, can you just turn off the USAG1 and grow a fourth set if you have to? That's what I was wondering.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Let me take a look at that. Let me research that.
Like, do you have the answer to it? That's a question that I was having about this article because they keep talking about this third dentition tooth bud, right? So does that mean that once the third dentition is activated, there's no fourth one? That's it? So that was kind of mine. And so timeline talking about this is, so if phase 1, it's the safety trials with 30 participants aged 30 to 64 succeed, then phase 2 will test efficacy in children's aged 2 to 7. So success would represent the first time in human history that we can naturally lose teeth rather than replacing them with artificial substitutes. So again, who's going to benefit from this, right? This is essentially anyone who's missing at least one tooth. But I think right now, based on the article, the primary target is children born with congenital tooth agenesis, which is a condition which affects about 1% of the population who are missing multiple teeth from birth. And eventually, it could help anyone who's lost teeth due to decay, trauma, disease, whatever.
Yeah, so they've conducted the first in-human studies in adults missing at least one tooth. current phase 1 trials in Japan. So it looks like it's going human possess latent potential for multiple dentions, analogs to shark continual tooth replacement process biology. So I'm doing a deep dive here. It seems to indicate that we might be able to do continued growth, but we'll have to see. So quality of life declines with tooth loss. It affects nutrition, speech, facial structure, and psychological confidence. Tooth decay and stuff with your mouth is a big cause of gut disease and other heart disease and other problems. So having stuff where you can regenerative dentistry like this is a huge step in the right direction.
Yeah, like essentially losing a tooth might become as temporary as getting a cut on your finger. And I love this because that means I can eat all the sugar I want, not brush my teeth, and I just go get a new tooth or a new set of teeth.
Okay, so I did a deep dive here and say, no, we are diphodont. By design, we have 2 sets of teeth. Research suggests a possible 3rd generation, is what we're talking about, can be coaxed from dormant tissue in some sites. There's no evidence of a natural 4th or ongoing infinite set in humans, just to be clear.
So so I can't eat all the sugar I want and not brush my teeth. I only got a 3rd backup set.
Yeah, but what this is interesting too. So if you can hold off long enough, like on implants and whatnot, this technology, new teeth timeline could be 2030. This could be available. So
at least I can take advantage of the tooth fairy once more and get a 3rd set of teeth.
Yeah, I'd be curious. That's what I'm saying is instead of getting dentures when you're old, maybe you could just, okay, let's regrow all my teeth when I'm 70 and be done with it.
Yeah. I wonder where the tooth is going with the tooth fairy these days. $20, $50?
I don't know, but expect this to be expensive because, when these things start out, early biologics tend to be expensive. Coverage and pricing will depend on insurers and regulators. Expect costs to fall over time once it's widely adopted. So they'll probably have to reflect the cost, like what's the cost of this versus dentures or for the fake teeth and whatnot. So it'll be interesting to see where this goes, but they are talking within the next 5 years that you'll be able to do this, buying, obviously approvals.
Yeah.
So what do you think about this? Do you think you'll be jumping in and getting new teeth, or regrowing your own teeth could shift dentistry from prosthetics to true regeneration? So we'll keep track of safety, access, and timelines as this stuff comes up. So if you found this useful, share it, tag a dentist friend, drop questions. We'll leave answers in the comments and we'll keep track of this. So follow us, and next time there's an update, you'll be one of the first to know. So what do you got going on, John?
Yeah, so coming out in September, definitely gearing up for Elevate. I know you're a partner with Elevate, aren't you, Craig?
Oh yeah, absolutely. So definitely we'll be doing something during the Elevate week. Probably a flowgrammer event, if nothing else. They're a partner of ours. Definitely go out and check it out. There's a lot of great events going on related to Elevate. That's why I said great events. Sessions, program. Check out their schedule. Check out all the different lines of programs and stuff. There's always good things there. So definitely go check out Elevate. And check out Toronto Starts for our startup drinks, our startup investor drinks, and our flowgrammer events where we help people learn how to automate things in their business. And John, if people need funding, where do they go?
Yeah, come find me on LinkedIn. I just posted some news about the Shred program, but come find me on LinkedIn, send me a message, and we'll talk and see if it makes sense to find some non-dilutive funding for you.
Really appreciate everyone taking their time to watch or listen to this week. We'll see you again soon.
Thank you.